In combat sports, legacy is a heavy burden, and for over a decade, Islam Makhachev was a prisoner of one.
Some people talk about, it's not fair that everyone puts pressure on you to be the next Khabib. I want to ask you, what do you think about that?
If somebody say I'm like Islam, like almost same like Khabib, I agree with this. I wanna be like Khabib,
To the world, he was just the prodigy, the man behind Khabib Nurmagomedov, a shadow following the most dominant force in MMA history.
Khabib definitely is in the conversation. He's the only really elite guy to retire undefeated.
That's a nasty move.
He was so good.
I love these guys who you can look in their eyes, you can tell something ain't right.
Let's talk now.
The way when he fought Conor McGregor and they were booing him at the weigh-ins, and he goes,
Alhamdulillah, tomorrow night I'm gonna smash your boy, guys. I'm gonna smash your boy.
But while the world was looking at Khabib, Islam was evolving. He wasn't just learning the system, he was perfecting it. He was becoming a colder, more clinical version of the nightmare we already knew.
All of the guys beat me in the training. Khabib, even though I'm not stay with Khabib, because that time when I'm beginning, he's already high level fighter, And slowly, what I told all my friends in the gym, hey guys, you have to working with someone who better than you, and they make you slowly, step by step, you're gonna be in the same level one day, When I'm just beginning, the old guys, they beat me every day in the gym, And how I grew up, Abdul Manap also told me always. He see how I'm training, because I'm always in the gym. I training hard all my life, and he see the opportunity, he see the guy who want to be champion. That's why he always told me, just do what you want to do, what you really want to do, and one day you're gonna be champion.
While Khabib's rise was a chaotic explosion that tore through the division, Islam's journey was a decades-long experiment in patience. The plan was simple: Khabib would establish the empire, and Islam would be the one to refine and expand it. But the road to that realization was far from a straight line.
Что скажешь об этом парне?
Да, Ислам крепкий парень. Он растет, молодой. И когда он начинал тренироваться в зале, он совсем такой худенький был. Постоянно хотел чемпионат мира по ВМСам выиграть и постоянно проигрывал.
His only professional setback, a sudden knockout in 2015, served as the catalyst for his transformation. It stripped away any remaining impulsiveness, turning him into a fighter who prioritizes structural integrity over emotion. This loss forced a pivot towards a style so defensively sound that he eventually became the least hit fighter in the lightweight division. For years he existed as a high-risk, low-reward enigma that the division's elite preferred to ignore. While other contenders traded wins and losses in the spotlight, Islam was forced into the longest, most quiet win streak in the sport. He was the man top fighters refused to mention by name, knowing that the matchup with him offered no easy way out and a high probability of technical erasure. Inside the gym at AKA, the distinction was clear. If Khabib was the unstoppable force of nature, Islam was the precision instrument. He possessed the same legendary wrestling foundation, but integrated a sophisticated submission game and a kickboxing style that felt less like a brawl and more like a surgery. He wasn't just following in Khabib's footsteps, he was the updated version, designed to solve the problems that his predecessors simply choose to smash through.
Khabib was more mental focused and driven than Islam. Islam is more cool, relaxed, but he can also do more. Khabib's got good throws. Islam's got great throws. Khabib didn't kick very well. Islam's got really good kicks. Khabib didn't knee very well. Islam has good knees. And it wasn't until Khabib got kneed by Islam that Khabib started realizing, oh, those knees work pretty good. So then Khabib started kneeing because it was done to him.
This technical evolution was proven through a series of increasingly one-sided masterclasses. He systematically neutralized the power of Drew Dober, out-grappled world-class black belts like Thiago Moises, and stunned the world by dismantling a top-tier striker in Dan Hooker within a single round.
Осторожно! Не спеши, осторожно!
When he stepped in to finish Bobby Green with clinical ease, it became impossible to deny that he had outgrown the role of a mere contender.
Very soon I'm gonna put the belt in the table and talk with you guys.
Finally, at UFC 280, the moment arrived. Islam got his title shot against Charles Oliveira. In the press conference, the energy was intense. Oliveira was the champion who had finished everyone at the top and didn't lose a fight in the last 4 years. He was confident, loud, and the fans absolutely loved him.
Yesterday, you said you wanted to finish him on the ground. Why is it so important for you to finish it that way on Saturday?
Because he have a record, the most finished in the UFC. I want to take this record, and I know I'm gonna finish him because he always give up. I'm gonna do this again.
And many people wondered if Islam's grappling could handle the most dangerous submission artist in UFC history. But on fight day, the hype met reality. It wasn't a back and forth war, it was a domination. Islam stayed calm in the face of Oliveira's chaos, dropped Charles with a perfect right hook and immediately followed him to the ground. Then locked in an arm triangle choke and made the most dangerous submission artist in the UFC tap in a second. And in this moment, people realized Islam wasn't just winning the belt, he was proving that the system Abdulmanap built 20 years ago worked perfectly. He had finally shown the world what his team had known all along, that he was the best in the world.
This my belt for my coach Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. Many years ago, he told me, just training hard and you gonna be champion. And I wanna give this belt. Him and his father make me, I know.
But winning the belt was just the beginning. To be a true champion, Islam had to show he could defend his title against anyone. His first big challenge was Alexander Volkanovski, the pound-for-pound king and the ruler of the featherweight division. They fought at UFC 284 in Volkanovski's home country, Australia. Many people thought Volkanovski would be too fast or just have too much cardio. But Islam proved he could compete with the best strikers in the world for 5 hard rounds. He won by decision, but the world was still doubting him. But at UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi, Islam left no room for debate.
Is that really what we're relying on over here? You don't back your skills? I don't get it. I don't get it. I back my skills. That's the difference. I really don't get it.
I show everything.
You're going to show what?
Be patient, I show you.
Yeah, what's that?
I show you my power and everything Saturday night.
And ended the fight in the very first round with a massive head kick. And this was a statement to the world. Islam wasn't just a wrestler anymore, he was the most dangerous fighter on planet Earth. And after defeating Dustin Poirier and Renato Moicano, it became undeniable that Islam is one of the greatest lightweights we have ever seen. And was now also the #1 of Dana White's pound-for-pound list.
Because of that, Islam deserves some maybe pound-for-pound #1 rankings.
He's already the pound-for-pound #1 ranking.
But is he yours?
Yeah. I'll give it to him.
Now Islam had a new mission. He wants to accomplish his dream to become the first double champ out of the Dagestan region by taking the welterweight belt from Jack Della Maddalena, who is a dangerous striker with knockout power and proved his excellent takedown defense in his fight with Belal Muhammad. And since he's the bigger man in the octagon, many saw him as the biggest threat to Islam's dominance.
I feel I'm still champion, man. I don't lose my belt to anyone, and I just coming to get second one.
But on fight day, Islam proved that the Dagestani system has no limits, dominating JDM for 5 rounds, and accomplished his goal by becoming double champ.
This is the dream. All my life for this world. Yeah!
Looking back at where it all started, in a small village in the mountains of Dagestan, Islam's journey is a story of loyalty and perfection. He followed the plan his mentor laid out, stayed in the shadows when he had to, and rose to the occasion when his time came. Now Islam is no longer just the next Khabib, he is a champion who has built his own legacy and is on a track to become one of the greatest fighters of all time. And when the world thought the era of Dagestani dominance ended with Khabib's retirement, Islam proved that the blueprint for greatness is here to stay. Okay, this should be it for the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment below about which fight I should do the next video.